What's up, everyone? WizardKen here with another Xbox 360 video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, guys. We're going to sit down and talk, have a conversation. And before you hit the exit button or stop watching the video, please, I recommend you guys sitting and listening for a little bit, because there's a couple things on my mind that I'd really like to talk about. The first subject is going to be the 5 times weekend we just had, and how that affects the everyday World of Tanker. And also I would like to talk about why I didn't upload this weekend. I did the loot crate and something else on Friday. I can't remember what I did. I think the map video, but I didn't really upload any World of Tanks footage. Also, I would like to talk about a new idea I have for the for our channel. So anyways, let's talk about the first subject real quick. So as you guys all know, we had the ×5 weekend. If you missed it, I'm very sorry. This was an awesome weekend. It lasted from Friday all the way until Sunday. I mean, not Sunday, but Monday. Today was the last day you guys could get onto it, and that's great and honky dory. I mean, awesome. ×5 experience is amazing. And I would have to say, majority of my tanks, I got anywhere between 8,000 to 15,000 experience points on the first win, which is freaking badass, guys. You can't ask for anything better than that, except the problem I had, which kind of leads into the next subject too, which is, for us everyday World of Tankers, we go out there every single day and we play World of Tanks, and we play it with a religious point, pretty much. We play it religiously. I mean, I know I spend about anywhere between 40 to 48 hours. I know some of you guys do even more than that, and which is badass, guys. I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. The problem is that you get people, and I've had them in the comments sit there and say, oh, it's too hard to grind on a tank, this is getting old, and they quit playing World of Tanks. But they get those emails, like a lot of us do, who have Facebook, or you guys get the newsletters and stuff like that announce, hey, they're going to be having a 5 times weekend, or even a 3 times weekend, or an all day. Every battle you get ×3 experience. Awesome greatness. And they hear that, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to jump back on so I can get through this tank. The problem is with this, and we've all seen it, is that you get a whole bunch of people that jump on World of Tanks that either one, they don't play it every day, they just play it every other day, and they still don't get the concept of the game. Or 2, you get people that just quit the game and they jump back on these days and they have no experience. Like, they've lost all of their talent that they had built up playing the game. And how does that affect us everyday gamers? Well, I can tell you this, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't upload anything. Because they piss us off because they don't know how to fucking play the game. Excuse my language. I know I'd never say excuse me, but seriously, I'm really pissed off with that stuff. No, I'm not sitting there and being bitchy at the people that, they play it all the time and then they take like a week off because they just need a break. Everybody needs a break from World of Tanks. But I'm talking about these guys that, they jump from one game to another because they get aggravated and they don't stick it out. And it pisses us off, us regular hardcore World of Tankers that sit there and try their hardest to make the best points, to play the best for their team, and we get fucked over because we have assholes that sit there. My favorite assholes that I love is the guys that don't ever play. The ones that just take all their tanks out and that's all they do. They jump on there and then they leave their tank in the game and they go to another tank and then come back and go forth. And they're hoping that we win the game, and so they get their 5 times experience, and then that's it. That's it. Because they have too many tanks, or they just don't feel like playing the game. And I know Wargaming is cracking down on that and going to stop people from being able to do that and really punish them for it, but that pisses me off, And then how they get around that is by disconnecting their Xbox and then reconnecting it. So they don't get in trouble because Wargaming sees that they got disconnected, and so they'll reconnect later on to make it look like they, did nothing wrong. So that's one way they're trying to get around it. the next people that I hate, like I said, is the people that get into a battle and they just go running in there. And, you know, scouts do this a lot, but, you know, scouts are trying to scout. We understand that. But a lot of people, I've seen them do it in heavy tanks and this and that. They go in there, they start shooting, they get 3 or 4 hits in, then they're dead. But they don't care, because you want to know what? Those 3 hits just help them get about 4,000 to 5,000 experience points, because it's ×5 weekend. I swear to God, I really hate when they do this. Now, I understand why Wargaming does it. It's because it keeps it attractive to the people that don't play it hardcore. It sucks people back into the game, because look, you get ×5 weekend. But also look at this. If you kill enough tanks, you get this surprise of tons of money, or you get a surprise of a whole bunch of free gear, you know. Oh, and then wait, look, we have a whole bunch of premium tanks on sale. Come buy, come play. Now, I have nothing against Wargaming for doing this, because it's a great business, you know, management and stuff like that, and they get a really quick, influx of money because of it. Now, I could be dead right about this or dead wrong. This is just my thoughts on this situation, but I'm really pissed off with it, because, like I said, us hardcore gamers, it makes it harder for us who are trying to really build up our tanks to get anywhere, because we have shit teams. And I've talked to a lot of people, you know, this weekend about it, and they're all pissed off. They hate it. I usually don't play with my headset going when I'm just trying to record, or I'm trying to you know, just work on a tank. Usually I mute everyone so I don't have to hear them. I concentrate on what I'm doing. But this weekend I sat down and I wanted to hear everybody's input that I played with about this situation, and I could tell you this: 99% of them were pissed, and they hate weekends like this. Actually, I would say 75% of them sat there and said they wish these weekends never existed, because they hate the, you know, the increase of players that just don't know how to play anything. And we hate it. You know, a new tank comes out, and our tank line comes out, and everybody goes to the tier 10. You know, you see 5 or 6 tanks that they shouldn't have, you know, because they spend their free experience points, and it sucks, because they get up there, they start playing with the tank, and they suck at it, and that's just another person on your team that just fucking is a waste of space, and I fucking hate it. It really irks me. And so that goes to my next subject. This is why I didn't upload anything, guys. It's because I did have a couple of good games, but a lot of it was very... I spent more hours being pissed off and having to quit the game and then come back on and this and that than I did anything else. I mean, it just pissed me off. I rarely had very good games. Luckily enough, most of my first games were really good, and I got a good amount of points. And I tried recording, guys. I did. I recorded, and I just got pissed off with it that I couldn't keep recording. Now, I can record the footage and then re-record my voicing over it and talk to you guys like I'm doing now. But I was so pissed off when I was trying to re-record my voicing and watching the battles. I couldn't do it. And I'm not going to give you guys crap. So that's why I did not upload any World of Tanks stuff. So, but I wanted to show you guys this footage, because I recorded this today on the last day, because I really wanted to concentrate also on this weekend with building up my experience points. Because we have the T28 prototype, and we also have the AMX 5100 that we've been working on to get to the next tanks. And I wanted to build up as much free XP as possible so that this week you guys get new tanks to look at. Awesome, right? I'm excited about it because I did unlock the T30 and I did unlock the AMX 5120, which you guys will see in the video. I don't know if you guys are going to see it right now or not. But yeah, we've finally got them. They're pretty much the basic upgrades, and haven't done really anything with them, but we did unlock them, so that's awesome. You guys are going to have some new tanks this weekend and stuff like that. As you guys can also see, I also put up the map video. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. I know a lot of you guys are sitting there and saying thank you for it, and I've got some other ones lined up. I've actually recorded a couple of them. I just got to go back and fine-tune a lot of stuff and this and that. You know, editing and everything just takes me freaking forever sometimes to do. for a lot more elaborate things. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is an update that I've wanted to do for this channel for a while, because it'll expand a lot more of what I can do. Now, I really don't want to get into it too much because I'm still working on it, and that is the other thing I did this weekend, was I practiced using my editor and stuff like that to be able to make this new update. We're going to be introducing a green screen, guys. That's right, a green screen. Now, how does that affect you guys? Well, one person asked me to bring back the World of Tanks news. Well, the reason I hated doing the World of Tanks news wasn't that it took too long. It did take a while. But the problem is that, like, I felt like there's too much stuff on the screen and not enough just sitting there and talking about everything, you know, allowing you guys to focus on what we were talking about. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to use a green screen, and I want to be like kind of like your weatherman and sit there and just like point things out and talk about the different things on the screen. But also, talking about the green screen, is how we've been doing the tank reviews. Like when we first buy a tank, you know, how I do a nice little introduction about the history of the tank, and then we start talking about the you know, we got a gameplay part of me talking about the hit points and different things like that. But then we get to the next segment of the tanks where we talk about the weak spots, where I hate it. I hate the way I do it. I mean, yes, it's nice that you guys get pictures to look at to kind of identify, you know, the weak spots on there, but seriously, it's lacking. It's still hard for me to talk about the weak spots, because I'm sitting there saying, okay, just above the top left headlight, you can see that there's a gunner port, and that's a weak spot on the tank. Well, instead of doing that, I'm going to use the green screen. Now, I haven't tested this out yet, and we still have to try it to see if it'll even work. And I know it'll work in a bigger space, but I don't know if it'll work in the space that I have to work with in my house. But anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit there and actually stand next to the tank. I'm going to have myself projected onto the screen so that I could point out the different things. So instead of sitting there and saying, you know, trying to show you guys with pictures and this and that, hey, there's a weak spot, you know, on the top left of the headlight right there at the gunner port, I could say that, but also point it out with my hands. You know, I'll be standing next to the tank so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I'll be able to do like a 360 walk around on the entire tank. You know, I've got a step ladder I got to be able to stand up on the step ladder and show like on top of the turret, like different things on top of the turret, the different weak spots and different things like that. So we could walk around the tank and actually kind of like World of Tanks does with the real tanks, but in a virtual world. So I still have a lot of things I gotta figure out. I've got to set up a different monitor to be able to show myself where I'm related to the tank, because every tank's different, so not every tank's gonna be the same camera angle. Also, I have to set up my room differently so that, you know, when I'm walking back behind the tank and showing off some things, that it's realistically there. I'm not just, you know, in the center of the tank, like you can see my body inside the tank and I'm just like a floating head trying to point things out. You know, there's a lot of things I have to work on before I can get to that point. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to sit there and let you guys know that I am trying to improve this channel as much as possible with the amount of time I get during the day to learn things. You know, I'm working a full-time job, and then I come home and I work YouTube, and then I'm also having, you know, I have family things I have to do. You know, with my wife with college, it really puts a strain on us. You know, because you know, ride situations, we have one car and stuff like that, so I have to go pick her up because we only have one car. So anyways, but the thing is, I'm trying to improve this channel as much as possible. I want to get to the point that we have some really fucking awesome stuff. I have a lot of ideas that I just can't do right now, and I don't even know if this one's going to be plausible to do in the situation I have now, because like I said, my room is very limited, and in about 1.5 years that situation is going to change, because I'm actually going to be in a different house by then, and I'm actually going to be doing this full time. So I'm going to have the time to sit down and learn new things and be able to do a lot more with this channel. So, but anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you guys that little insight. Hopefully you guys didn't click the exit button before seeing the end here. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the new AMX 120. We're also going to be doing, I think on either Wednesday or Thursday, we'll bring out the T28, or not the T28, Jesus Christ, we just left the T30 tank destroyer. So we're going to be doing that either on Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. Now my days off are going to be on Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Tuesday night I'm going to try to live stream. It will start a little bit later than usual because I have some things I have to deal with at home. So it won't be starting at the usual 5 p.m. Mountain Time, or General Mountain Time, whatever you want to call it. And on Wednesday night I will definitely be live streaming. I'm going to try a little bit earlier on stream because I know some of you guys that live on the East Coast are already starting to get ready for bed and you're eating dinner. So I'm going to try maybe starting at maybe 2 or 3 my time, so that should be like 4 or 5 your guys' time. And then also you guys in Europe, I'm sorry, I've got to figure out a time. Maybe, you know, instead of recording one day during the week when I've got work, maybe I'll live stream for you guys. So you guys can watch and stuff like that. So, but anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like me doing discussion videos once in a while, let me know, because there are a lot of things I would like to talk to you guys about, but to be honest with you, I don't want to start something that you guys aren't going to like. So let me know what you guys think about this, and maybe we could do this once every couple of weeks. I don't want it to make it a very regular thing, because I don't want you guys to get bored with hearing me talk all the time. Alright guys, see ya!